Hello guys, today I'm gonna be making some more moon dough. This is a different recipe, so let's just get started. So it says mix cornstarch and baking soda in a bowl. I have a bowl right here. If you want to go check out my other moon sandwich recipe, go check that one out. Anyway, this is a different recipe, and I'll be doing a lot of different recipes this week. So keep a lookout for them. Anyway, this recipe specifically, it says mix cornstarch and baking soda in a large bowl. So I have a bowl here. This is another recipe. This is a different recipe. Anyway, I have a large bowl here, and it says we're gonna put cornstarch in it. It says this one is a different recipe than the other one. All these recipes, I try to go through Google and look for the best like moon dough recipes, moon sandwich recipes, and all that. And I found some pretty good ones. But anyway, this one, it says mix cornstarch and baking soda in a large bowl. I would highly recommend that you guys do if you do want to follow this recipe how it says and use cornstarch and baking soda, go ahead. I'm gonna be using cornstarch because we have baking soda, but I don't know where it is. I'm just gonna be using cornstarch. I got this at Aldi the other day. We actually did not have any cornstarch, so I had to buy this and able to make all these recipes. I looked after I got the cornstarch yesterday. If you guys saw my Aldi haul, I started looking up all of last night, like moon dough, moon stand recipes, oobleck for recipes. So you guys will be seeing different recipes throughout the week. Anyway, this is another moon dough, moon stand recipe. Anyway, this recipe calls for cornstarch and baking soda. We have baking soda, but I don't know where it is, so I'm only gonna be using cornstarch. If you do want to go check out if you do want to see my other recipe that I made, go check out my moon dough / moon stand video that I just made. Anyway, so for this recipe, we're going to be putting cornstarch into a bowl. Instead of both cornstarch and baking soda, we're going to be using cornstarch. So I'm going to grab my cornstarch. Here's my cornstarch. And I'm going to grab a measuring cup. Here is my measuring cup. Now, you don't have to use... Actually, no, I'm going to use this measuring cup. Oh, come on now. Okay, no, I'll just use this one. So I like how it's able to actually stand up. That is something that I do like about these measuring cups. Anyway, I'm going to grab my measuring cup. This one is 1.2 cup. I'm going to put in some cornstarch.
What are you doing, honey?
I'm trying to preserve the cornstarch, so I'm trying to make small batches. I'm trying to make small batches because I want to be able to make all the recipes that I have on my phone currently with just this one box of cornstarch. So I'm trying to preserve the box. Anyway, next it says baking soda, but I'm not going to add any baking soda for this recipe. If you are following this recipe exact, you can, but I'm not going to. Then it says we're going to add oil in a 1/4 cup at a time. Stir vigorously. So put some cornstarch in the bowl. Now I'm going to grab my oil. This one, you can use any oil, I think. I am using olive oil. Now it says a cup, but I'm not going to measure a cup out. I'm actually going to grab one of my teaspoons, and actually do it that way. or one of my teaspoons or tablespoons. But again, depending on which recipe for Mundo or Moon Sand or Connect Sand or Play-Doh recipe you're doing, each recipe is going to be, each recipe might be slightly different. So just keep that in mind. This also particular recipe does not call for any food coloring unless you want to. Unless you want to use it. Also, so here is my dough. This is a really cool dough, actually. So, there is my little, supposedly moon sand. It's not supposed to be like this. I got the measurements wrong, but I'm kind of eyeballing it and doing it in my own way. But yes, if you do it correctly, or if you do it my way, you should end up like this really cool little, like, Play-Doh type thing. It never hurts to dip it in more cornstarch. Excuse me. And just keep mixing. So, yeah. There is my little moon sand. Supposedly, for me, it's more of a moon dough, or not a moon dough, more like Play-Doh. But yeah, Mama.
No.
Oh. So.
Oh, it's right here.
This is my other recipe. This one is just a little thing of clay Mundo sand type thing. So yes, I did this recipe my own way, and it ended out like this. If you do it this way, it might end out like this, and I love this texture. Again, it never hurts to add more cornstarch. But yeah, really cool, really cool. And this is what it looks like. Now, if you do want to color this, you can. This is actually from the oil that I used, which is olive oil.
Did you see these? They didn't look like the ones enchiladas we had the other day.
I know, she didn't load them up as big.
Oh my God, the other day they was really loaded up.
So here's what it looks like.
Oh, they'll still be good, yeah.
I mean, it's still.
I ate half of this.
2 meals to get. It doesn't look as big, but that's, you know.
It's really smooth, and I love it.
I ate half of this.
Huh?
I ate half of that already.
Oh, good.
Please do.
This one I'm going to put on a paper towel.
I go.
So good.
So,
Here's
yeah.
these I don't. We should just tell them we don't want these.
And then it does say, continuing on with that recipe, it should start turning into mobile clay, more squishy.
Huh?
Do you want some of the chips?
It says you can stir in food coloring, but I actually really, gosh, It says you can stir in food coloring after it's done, but I'm not going to. I don't want the mess. So I'm just going to leave it like this.
I said, Dad, where's your truck at? Broke down. She's been talking about getting a new truck. She
He said that, yeah, his handle or whatever, yeah.
I mean,
But
he said, I should get a new.
you can't. It says you can stir in food coloring after it's
What
made
happened to Canada?
and done, but
said,
this is
"Where-
from
it broke
the
down." He goes, "I'm just gonna
olive
leave it."
oil, and
I
I
said, "Where's
love
that?"
the color of it. It's kind of like a butter,
He's just gonna leave it.
but
Because I just did like 2011.
it's like Play-Doh.
I broke down. I just left it where it was at.
So there's that. You can make this too. If again, I did not, guys.
We're done, we're done.
If I did
You're
not
making a
measure
video. I got
mine,
it. Hold on.
if I did not measure
Mimi's
it,
leaving. Give her a big hug. Tell her you love her. Love you, Mimi.
love you.
Love you.
Your turn. Oh,
I'm gonna take one more bite of these.
So
These are good.
this is actually from the olive oil. It's not from the coloring, but yes.
just gonna give it to you.
This is what it looks like, and it says you can stir in food coloring if you want to, but this is just from the oil itself.
I'm gonna take a picture of it and post it on
Really
Facebook and give it to you.
Color, really cool yellow color.
Can I wrap everything with you? And then you can look at these hot guys.
So this how to make your own moon Play-Doh moon sand
Tell me
thing.
that's not funny.